Welcome back, Summoners. You are watching the Garena Premier League Summer, and we will be your shoutcasters. I am GS Riku.
And I'm GS Neep.
And before we proceed to the drafting phase, we will do some announcements muna. First off, we do have the War Gods Expo ticket selling for Rampage 2015 tickets. That is at the Playland Fisher Mall, Quezon City, July 12, Sunday, 11 to 8 p.m. Ang available na tickets doon ay deluxe and regular tickets. Regular is 300 pesos, deluxe tickets is 600 pesos. No ticket upgrades, but if you do want to upgrade your regular tickets to deluxe tickets, please proceed to the Garena PH office, or you can use LBC remittance for the upgrade. And more details, just log into the lol.ph website and just search for the deluxe ticket upgrade and you'll find it there. And also, we'd like to invite you guys to form, yung mga tao dyan na may clans na gather your friends, gather your clans, barangay nga, sinasabi nga ni GM Kairu, to join the clan making,
clan booth contest.
Yeah. So what's it about?
So you will have, I believe, a 2x2 area, 2 meters by 2 meters in Rampage. So there you can showcase your achievements of your clan. If you're a clan that focuses on making artwork, you can display your artworks right there. Maybe you'll have some activities for the audience. Just a really great way to get some publicity for your clan. And I believe there's a contest based on how good your clan booth is, based on appearance, based on attendance, based on creativity, just a lot of different requirements. And whoever wins this contest, they'll be walking away with, I believe, 10 ultimate skins for 10 of your clanmates.
Wow, that's really cool. That I guess the skins is Spirit Guard Deer, DJ Sona, and Pulsefire Ezreal.
And second place, I believe they get a legendary skin. So
wow, pretty exciting stuff. Anyway, let us proceed to Game 2 of our match for tonight. That's Saigon Jokers versus Jakarta Juggernauts.
Yeah, so starting off, taking a look at pick and ban, we do see that both teams are running similar bans aside from the Master Yi ban. Rather than Master, last game they banned Fizz in that place.
Yes.
However, this time they are banning that Master Yi. Master Yi was actually pretty problematic for the Saigon Jokers. I don't think they were expecting Jakarta Juggernauts to play so well based on their past performance, and it looks like they first picked the Thresh as well. So recognizing that Dom Perignon had a really good Thresh game, so they just want to get rid of that completely.
Yeah, it's gonna be problematic. Ganda ng death sentences ni Dom and Rek'Sai.
Ooh, Rek'Sai's
ban.
So safety is gonna have to play a jungler a bit out of the meta. Let's see what he decides to lock in for. And
well, Evelyn is open. He played
Evelyn last game. He might play some. Let's see if he plays something interesting. Like, there's a lot of interesting picks he could run right now.
Yeah. I kind of want to see more Nidalee jungle.
Yeah, Nidalee would be pretty good right now. And I really like the pick and ban actually coming in from Jakarta Juggernauts. They secure the Gragas, the really strong jungler. And at the same time, they take a Nautilus, which is a really good flex pick. We've seen a lot of Nautilus top recently.
Yes.
And at the same time, it's a really good support. So there is room for flexibility there. And
the mind game.
Well, Saigon Joker is actually really respecting the pick and ban of the Jakarta Juggernauts.
Yeah.
They actually took away the Fizz from Luffy right there.
Yes.
So last time they banned it out. This time it's like this time they took it, and they also took that Thresh. So a lot of respect picks coming in. It's kind of like they're taking all the picks that Jakarta Juggernauts are good at and are known for, and just saying, all right, we'll teach you how to play these champions.
That's another way to put it, Neep. Well, Maokai, again, kanina diba, yun din yung si Luffy. Yun yung ginamit niya kanina the previous game. And, well, early game, that was good, but in the end, really aggressive plays from Jakarta Juggernauts.
Yeah, they didn't really have a plan coming into it. There's like press Righteous Glory, press W, land the hook, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. But there's no plan there.
Well, it looks like Jakarta Juggernauts are going for something similar again. They have that Maokai once again, and they have that Sivir to further add to their mobility. To see if they run the same play style.
This is by the book completely.
Press R, R, and just group up and just initiate.
And overwhelm the enemy. That's a Sivir for you. Actually, interesting here. Diana pick. Not the first time we've seen this in the GPL, because last night, Yume played Diana. It was a really good Diana for Yume from Mineski, but then they lost last night. It was really overwhelming. Actually, kasi yung AD carry nila was a Twitch, And then imagine, kabilang side, Irelia and
Oh,
Fizz.
that's really hard.
That's really hard to deal with. And looks like we will see the last pick for Saigon Jokers. I wonder what AD carry they will pick up for Minas. What do you think? Will it be the Corki
Probably
or the Vayne?
Vayne would actually be okay here, and it is a Vayne, so that might be a lane swap. Actually, that will most likely be a lane swap for Saigon Jokers. However, they can make this work as Vayne actually has a fairly favorable matchup against the Sivir. In a 1v1, Vayne will outright beat the Sivir, and Sivir's spell shield isn't really that effective against a Vayne. Unlike a Corki, you can block the Phosphorus Bomb, you can block the rockets. However, with the Vayne, you can only block the Condemn, and that only does so much. And
what? They're gonna do something similar.
Are they gonna go for that Riven?
The Riven mid? Are they? It's quite similar to the Master Yi mid.
Yeah, so it looks like Cruiser really likes his AD assassin type of champs.
Yeah.
And are they really gonna run 3 smites for that Saigon Joker team? Because Diana, because Hecarim, you sometimes see a smite run on that. You've got your jungler. That guy always has to get that smite. And Diana recently has been played with that smite flash and the rune glaive. So.
Yeah.
And based on their summoner spells right now, it looks like it might actually be that.
The 3 smite composition.
But then again, there's a lot of flexibility in this Saigon Joker team as Diana can be played as a top or a jungle or a mid. Fizz can be played as a top jungle or mid, like for the jungle sometimes. And then Hecarim can also be played as a top jungle mid. And it looks like based on their swaps, that will be a Hecarim jungle.
Oh my god!
And a Diana top and a Fizz mid. So the mind games again coming in.
Exactly! Oh, this is just really good. Ito nga yung sinabi ko sa Twitter while I was watching the TSM Gravity drafting phase. And they played a lot of mind games and so many flex picks right now in the current patch. And akala mo mid lane yung pala top, akala mo top lane yung pala jungle. Yung daming pwedeng mangyari right now sa League of Legends. That's why it's super interesting right now here also in the GPL as well. Yeah.
And it looks like Jakarta Juggernaut's opting for a very standard team comp, I'd say.
Yeah.
They've got the Bruiser, the tanky top laner, the Gragas, they've got that Nautilus, and they have the Sivir, so it's a fairly basic, just group up, press R, just activate your CC and just try to get a pick. Yeah,
and meanwhile for Saigon Jokers, interesting 3 picks here.
Yeah, really interesting.
Diana, Hecarim, Fizz.
This is really something that Mineski would play, where you have a bunch of players a bunch of champions that have really strong 1v1 potential and just can hold their own. Their team fighting, Saigon Joker's team fighting isn't that really great. However, they have so many room for outplaying with these champions, Diana, Fizz, Vayne, fairly mechanically high skill cap champion. So this should be a fairly exciting game.
You know what? I can actually see Saigon Joker's composition right now on Mineski.
Yeah,
except it changed safety to a Jarvan or something.
Yeah, something like that. Because Yume plays Fizz, Exo plays Vayne.
Yeah.
TG plays a lot of crazy stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up that Diana right there.
And the standard Vayne and Thresh in the bot lane. So anyway, you guys are watching the match between Saigon Jokers and Jakarta Juggernauts. This is the GPL 2015 Summer. And on the blue side, we have Azaze in the top lane with the Diana. And for the jungle, we have the Hecarim. And the mid lane, we have Kurot. That's not anymore the same Darius kanina.
Yeah, so Nyx Water was subbed out. And instead of Nyx Water playing, that will be Kurot playing. He hasn't really had that much game time, so it'll be really interesting to see how he performs. I believe this is Saigon Joker's last game of the group stage, so they probably want to give their subs a little bit more
airtime.
Yeah, just international competitive experience. Because playing scrims is one thing, but playing an actual competition where there's more on stake, you've got the nerves running, it's really different, and it's really important for their players to have this. So I'd say it's a fairly understandable choice coming in from Saigon Jokers. It seems like they're very confident that they can take on Jakarta Juggernauts and win this game.
Yeah, that's why they placed the sub in the mid lane.
Yeah, and what's actually really interesting is that they will actually be going for standard laning phase, so that will not be a lane swap, and let's see how well the Saigon Joker bot lane can outplay this bot lane. Last game we saw Minas had actually a really good Ezreal game, so let's see if he can keep up the performance with this Vayne.
Yeah. they probably thought no na this Fizz would be like top, so I'm gonna pick Victor. And now he's quite in trouble. SAJ will get spotted by Luffy in the jungle. They actually placed a early ward, no? Yellow trinket
So
themselves.
Jakarta Juggernauts learning from their mistakes. Last time they got completely counter jungled, and this time taking it a bit more safer.
Yeah, and as for the matchup here, though, who do you think will win in the bot lane? Early pre-level 6.
Pre-level 6, I feel like once Nautilus gets level 3, once their bot lane actually gets level 3, they will be significantly stronger than the Saigon Joker bot lane. You've got that spell shield to negate the Flay or the hook, and Nautilus just has all of his skills available, so that's a lot of utility. And wow,
Well, look at that. Minas gets exhausted right there under the turret. Actually taking a lot of damage. Will decide to back away, but landing a couple of silver bolts. Flashes in just to land the slow. Actually, Roffets gets ignited, but that'll be first blood for the Vayne. You don't want that, Jakarta.
I have no idea why he decided to go for that flash. And meanwhile, Cruiser is in a bit of trouble. Wow, that turret manages to save Cruiser, and he actually levels up, saving him from the last take of Ignite. So really lucky play right there. But speaking of that bot lane, Dom Perignon goes for the flash and the Riptide. I'm not really sure what he was trying to accomplish. It's really interesting as now Vayne has that 1 kill ahead of them, and he has no summoner spells.
Yeah, that's first blood for the Vayne. And Gragas here trying to do something. You know, I'm just gonna show you my wine.
I was wondering if Gragas was about to go for that flash again and die, but
I guess not. Oh.
yeah, so he decides to back off, learning from the mistakes of his teammates and just recalling.
Yeah. And for the top lane matchup though, Maokai, Diana, will it be a farming lane or just, you know, Diana can take the Maokai on, but he's just too tanky.
Did Diana steal the red buff of Jakarta Juggernauts? It looks like that.
Wow.
So, so once again, Azeze going for that counter jungle and succeeding. I feel like he might have a future in the jungle if he decides to go for that. That's really cheeky play right there.
Yeah, I mean, yung blue buff. I actually nakuha niya yung blue buff early game. No, that's for
No,
the Hecarim.
Maokai was able to stop the blue buff take. However, it looked I think Azeze pretended to go back, then he ended up walking towards the red buff and just stealing it outright.
Yeah. Oh, they are trying to find something here. Fizz is actually really hard to gank.
Yeah, really hard. He's so slippery with that Playful Trickster and with the Urgent Strike.
Yeah. Oh, Azeze running out of mana, running out of power, HP rather.
Yeah, however, Maokai also doesn't have that mana. However, he is fairly tanky, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, Gragas is actually still waiting for an opportunity. Decides to, never mind, I'm just gonna go up top. Probably pop a summoner spell. Oh, wait, danger, danger. A ping from Saigon Jokers onto the Krugs.
Yeah, so probably estimating where Gragas is based on his movement in the mid lane. So based on how much time has passed since they saw him in the mid lane, they're just estimating where they could have gone. And wow, really nice invade coming in from Jakarta Juggernauts, stopping that counter jungle. But ooh,
Wow.
Su once again with that save. He's a really good, he's a true support right there, saving his teammates in the time of need.
Yeah. A great gravity field, but you know, slippery, slippery. Oh, Twatch actually flash bloody slams, flashes in return, choking Fizz. Meanwhile, here in the bottom lane, a death sentence. See Domin will get hit by. Oh, actually, the dredge line doesn't connect to any part of the map, and he will be the next one, actually the first one to fall in this mini skirmish. Condemns your offense. Isa na lang, ignite. That'll be a double kill for the Vayne. What happened there, Neep?
Wow, so Dom Perignon, I think his mind isn't really in the game right now. First he flashes in, and now he misses a very crucial dread line that would have saved him right there. And that's a 3-0 Vayne right now with a 20 CS gold advantage. I believe he should have enough gold to pick up quite a bit of items. Already has 2,600, and here comes a gank by 2JJ in that mid lane.
If the first time you don't succeed, try again. I'll just smack you in the face and leave. I'm going back to my jungle.
Yeah, and actually 2JJ is actually barely behind right now. He's 10 CS down from the safety. Safety has been actually doing a fairly good job for the Hecarim. It's actually surprising to see Hecarim going for the counter jungle, and ooh, The Chum the Water is just tossing it out there, but not really going in.
Yeah, too near the turret, and there's also the danger of Gragas nearby. He just came from the mid lane. He's actually just still lingering around that middle area, trying to catch something off the Fizz. Well, it is understandable. Alam niya na wala ng flash. He doesn't have flash either.
And last game, 2JJ had a really good game on that Rek'Sai. Actually was able to get lots of crucial ganks in that mid lane. However, this game, he's really struggling to get a single gank off. It's just, I'm not sure. I think it's just is it just the warding or is his pathing wrong?
Yeah. He wasted fairly a lot of time dito sa bot lane. And in the middle lane, oh, final hour, Minas! I want to go in. I want some kills. Dredge line for the disengage. Su actually trying to advance. Great spell shield from the Sivir just to deny the death sentence. Here comes the body slam from Tuaj here in the top lane. Azize will be safe. And that will be nothing, just an exchange of summoner spells. Actually, none. No summoner spells exchange.
So the gank failing once again. Azize actually doesn't have flash, opting for the smite and teleport, so that will definitely be the rune glaive. And let's see how this goes. Here comes the tower dive.
Ay, na-condemn si Ruffins. Won't be able to escape Onset of Shadows onto Dom. Buhay pa rin yung Sivir hiding onto the turret, but here comes the Fizz for some assassination, yo. And that will be kills all over the map for Saigon Jokers 2 for nothing. And Dragon is actually open for them.
Yeah, so expect Saigon Jokers to ward the enemy jungle and start this Dragon right now. There should be a free Dragon for them right there. And Vayne is just so far ahead right now, 4-0-0. Picked up the Static Shiv as his first item. I guess he had the money, so might as well. You don't really see that Static Shiv often. You usually see the Blade of the Rune King as the first item on that Vayne.
I think I recall a game where a Vayne, I think it was in the LPL, where he picked up a Static Shiv. I think it was Imp on a Vayne with the Static Shiv.
So.
Yeah. Wow.
But I can definitely see the reasoning for taking up that Static Shiv. I guess you really just wanted to... You already have the advantage. Static Shiv, completing an item is a way to further increase your advantage right now. And he's been doing that pretty well. 40 CS ahead of the Sivir, and that shouldn't be happening.
Wow, 41,
so I guess
81.
it really goes to show how well Minas is playing. Last game he had a really good Ezreal, and this time around, his Vayne really showing what he's made of.
Yeah, very aggressive. I know that he can take them on. Kurot will get caught out by Twaj. He still has a couple of cooldowns. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, Minas, he's all over the map. Does he have flash? Wow, doesn't need.
So he flashes to the enemy side. Not really sure what he was going to try to accomplish. I don't think he would have survived either way. And now he doesn't have flash. And this is actually a fairly good rotation coming in from Saigon Joker, just methodically taking down the outer turrets one by one. And we might see a play coming in right here.
Oh, Tsu bumps into two members of Jakarta Juggernauts. Here comes safety. Onslaught of Shadows just to fear Twatch. Death Sentence doesn't connect. Dom wants to get out of there fast. Azize is there for the backup. Teleport will come up from top. Here comes Luffy. Here comes the tree, but no. Too late. Nautilus is actually dead right now. Crusher is trying to put on some damage. Here comes the Chaos Storm. Safety will not... I don't see any damage from the Victor right now, actually. So that'll be one kill in favor of a Saigon Joker.
Yeah, so Victor is fairly behind right now. He's only been able to upgrade his Hexacore and only has that Fiendish Codex. Not a lot of damage coming in right there, and we saw that with that ultimate. That did nothing.
Yeah. It was like a tickle, a tease. Kurot actually going in. Chum the Waters lands onto Cruiser. Ignite, the burst is there. Gets exhausted. We will not live. Ignites ticking you, yo.
Yeah, so that playful Trickster doing lots of damage onto Cruiser. And actually, for a substitute player, Kurot's actually having a really good game right now. Definitely comparable to Nick's Water right there. And he's doing a fairly good job for this matchup. Not too far behind in CS and managed to get that solo kill.
This is really hard for Jakarta Juggernauts right now. The Vayne is super ahead, 5-0-0. How can you stop that? Your Sivir won't do any damage at the moment, sitting on an Avarice Blade. And who can you rely on to deal a lot of damage? That's the Victor, but as you can see, the Chaos Storm didn't do much.
Yeah, this is a really ugly game for Jakarta Juggernauts right now, and here comes a kill coming in.
Yeah, I can see the Condemn, actually Death Sentence Muna, and here comes the Root Couple of stacks of silver bolts. Here comes the rest of the members of Jakarta Juggernauts. See, Minas is dominating. I want to go away. I'm drinking some pots, but the sapling will actually explode the vein. That'll be a shutdown, touchdown. 2 will get knocked up. And here comes the box. Great flash, body slam. Will the kill be secured? The cask will be dropped onto the thresh. And that is 2 for 1 in favor of Jakarta Juggernauts.
I think Saigon Jokers overcommitted a bit too much right there. They had the vision. They knew all of them was coming. If you take a look at their ward coverage right now, we do see that they had most of the entrances to the enemy jungle warded, so they do know that all of them were coming. However, they did decide to keep on fighting, and that costed them quite a bit. And here comes the engage.
Wow, actually, Safety uses the onset of shadows. Dom is gonna die. And that is an easy kill. Wasn't able to back out together with the rest of his members. Teammates, rather.
Yeah, so 10-3 the score with a 6K gold lead fairly early into the game. 13 minutes in only. So let's see what Jakarta Juggernauts can do to come back into this game. They really just need to complete 1 or 2 items onto all their carries. Sivir only has that Averus blade right now. No BF sword, nothing. Not even... nothing, yeah.
Yeah, nothing. So it's gonna be really hard. The boomerang blades won't even hurt as much when clearing the waves as well. And right now, Vayne in the middle. They're gonna be overwhelmed with this. Yeah. They haven't backed out. They haven't bought anything yet. Oh dear. This is gonna be an easy turret for Saigon Jokers.
And Saigon Jokers, ooh.
No
they
follow-up.
will back off. They'll probably be starting to ward up the bot side of the jungle. Take that blue buff, prepare for Dragon, and at the same time try to see if they can get that bot lane outer turret.
Ah, look at that. They're being overwhelmed by the pressure around the map.
Yeah.
Diana split pushing up top. Will they find a pick here? Jakarta Juggernauts looking for something. Kurot will be slow, but they know that they can't catch the Fizz. Too slippery. Final hour activate. Crusher actually gets condemned onto space. Death sentence will connect. Minas, oh Minas. Sitting on the Chaos Storm, showing you how much damage your ultimate does to me.
Yeah, and this should be a free turret right there. However, it looks like Saigon Jokers once more. They are trying to go on to 2G. However, they will be scared off and just back away. And this might be a free turret in that mid lane, actually. No one's coming to defend it.
No one. No one. And look at that. Mercury treads for the Vayne.
I guess he just wants to take the precaution, really, as there's so much CC coming in from Jakarta Juggernauts. I believe everyone except for the AD carry has some form of CC, and you really don't want to have that affect you as the Vayne.
But it's really great for Saigon Joker's composition. If you don't have the Vayne, there's still the Diana for the damage and for the Fizz. It's not really a protect the Vayne kind of comp. Also, the shadows will be used just to... That's one ultimate down, and Dragon will respawn. I wonder how Jakarta Juggernauts will react to this. Are they going to contest?
Well, at this point, they don't really have the items to contest. I feel like they just straight out lose, and here comes the 1v2 situation coming in that top lane.
Deja vu, Minas gets exhausted, land a couple of silver balls onto Crusher. He might die, actually. That was a close call, actually.
Yeah, that was really close right there, and the exhaust actually is what saved them right there. Yep. Crusher had the exhaust right there, exhausted Vayne at the right time, and managed to reduce that damage and managed to live.
I'm not really sure if this was... I mean, yung pala, nasa top lane pala yung Vayne. They could have tried to contest? What do you think? There was no Vayne. It could have been a 4v5.
I feel like the ward coverage was there to prevent that. And here comes Engage again.
Oh, denying Kurot from that. He gets exhausted. That will matter. Napakasakit na talaga ng Saigon Joker. Teleport will come up from top. Here comes Jakarta Joker. A great cast just to disengage, just to misplace Azuze. But Fizz enters into the fight. Great positioning by the AD carry of Saigon Jokers. Luffy will still want to go in and try something. Kurot still trying to do a sneaky play. Goes playful striker, flash dun sa kabila, tries to kill Roffens right there, but that will backfire. Here comes Minas, the action star. Luffy will righteous glory. Palayo, final hour activated for the Vayne. Will land a couple of silver bolts. Ang sakit-sakit will tumble in. Couple of more hits. Here comes the static. The tower dive siya, renewed siya. Na-condemn siya sa tower. That won't matter. Will be reeled in. Then that will be a shutdown. Actually, not a shutdown for the Vayne, but that is 2 kills before she falls.
Yeah, so Minas playing really aggressive right there. He was not able to secure the 2 kills he initially wanted. He was able to pick up 1, however, I don't think that's really worth it. You don't want to be giving away free gold, however, Saigon Jokers, they have a pretty comfortable lead. I feel like there is room to
Make mistakes.
just have fun with it since this is their last game of the group stage right now.
Yeah, the Diana is pretty painful. May nakita ako kanina, yung Fizz, parang nag-flash pa siya to Ruffens, sa Severe.
Yeah, he almost killed Sivir.
Almost. But there was a Maokai beside the Fizz, probably managed to root and CC the heck out of the Fizz.
Yeah. And I don't know, I just have to compliment Sue on this start. She's actually had really good plays right there. Really good plays, really good death sentences, and just really good lanterns. He has had a really good performance all around this best of 2 series.
Yeah, and the Fizz carrying right now a literally Nashor's Tooth actually for the Diana.
Yeah, we actually have seen that a couple of times. Once that, like, back in Season 3 when Diana was played quite a bit, however, not so much. And here comes that Righteous Glory. Let's see if they get a pick.
This is so deja vu, but actually no, they didn't go for it.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Game 1 where Maokai goes in, and here comes...
Whoa! They go in! Twaj actually catches the Chum the Waters, and here comes the Chaos Storm. It will be here, and Minas will activate the final hour, might get stunned by the gravity field, and that'll be 2 kills for Saigon Jokers and only 1 for Jakarta Juggernauts. Haha!
Yeah, so really big gold lead right now, only 18 minutes in. This should be a free turret, and it looks like they might want to go a bit aggressive onto this. However, let's see if they decide to keep on pushing, or will they back off and just let it reset.
It's really hard for Jakarta Juggernauts. The gold lead is like, I don't know, 10,000
Yeah,
already.
they have no items whatsoever. Sivir hasn't even picked up his first item yet, 19 minutes into the game. And they're just too far behind to really make a comeback. And with this team comp, it's kind of like with the Jakarta Juggernauts team comp, you want to get even in the early game or try not to get too far behind. In fact, a lot of these lanes should be winning lanes. For example, the mid and bot lane, you shouldn't lose that far in terms of CS.
Yes.
And then with this, you just want to group up during the mid game and 5-man group and just win the game from that and take objectives. However, they can't do that because they got so far behind in this early game.
Well, they keep doing this. Right now, Paragon will be the next one, the first one to fall rather, and that's a 4v5 right away. Hecarim he doesn't have teleport, he's a jungler. Crusher is super low at the moment, and Chum the Waters will not hit anyone, but Minas is in a super duper safe position. Cass will actually be there to activate. That'll be a double kill because of the bird and everything. Coming in from Minas. Ruffens, you're trying to duel a Vayne. That's 12-3-2 with the static and the Blade of the Ruined King. Now they're onto the chase. Luffy will smack Kurot on towards the tower. He's managed to take the slew, but unstoppable na ito, and Safety is actually just split pushing. That was a massacre from Saigon Jokers.
Sue actually was why they were able to get those kills.
Exactly.
Both teams were backing off. However, Sue said no. He goes for that flash, gets that death sentence, lands onto Cruiser, and just cleans up from there. Vayne just doing what he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they keep doing this, Jakarta Juggernauts. We've seen this in Game 1. They know they're behind, and they keep forcing themselves into fights that they don't want to be in.
Yeah, and really that's one of the advantages for the comp that they have, that you can choose your fights. You have that Sivir to start a fight when they're not expecting it. You can, however, they're not picking their fights. They're just going for every single fight they see, and that's really what's been one of the bigger problems, aside from the fact that they got so far behind in that early game from the ganks, really.
Yeah, and I was really expecting a change in strategy after Game 1, but it seems like it's a very mirror. Oh, that sentence in play doesn't connect, scaring the Gragas away. But they're starting Baron, Saigon Jokers.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much that Jakarta Juggernauts can do right now. Their jungler is the same level, however, but I don't see it happening. He already used Might, actually, taking the Krugs.
Oh, sneaky. Do they have vision of this? Safety is hesitating for a bit right here. And are they going to get collapsed on? Here comes the play from Sue. Paragon again will be the first one. He activates the depth charge onto Minas, or actually onto the Fizz right there. Chaos Storm is DPSing the Fizz, and that'll be the Fizz down. But although Sivir is still alive, Crusher will get crushed by Mina's final hour. He's taken a lot of turret hit, but doesn't matter. Double kill for the Vayne. He will be saved. That's 1 for 3 in exchange in favor of Saigon Jokers. Jesus.
Yeah, and let's see what Saigon Jokers decides to take from this. That was not much to say. Just Saigon Jokers taking advantage of the really huge lead. And it was kind of funny to see how all of the members of Jakarta Juggernaut just like stopped what they were doing and tried to peel the fizz off of roofers.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to. I believe Sivir did fall that clash, but Fizz also did fall. And this is a really fast Baron coming in, and that should, I feel like this is what seals the game right there.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage. Parang, right now, Saigon Jokers doesn't even need to try or think anymore. They're so in the lead right now, and they could just power their way through the game.
Yeah, it looks like they'll take their buffs, probably take that dragon, and probably set up for a 5-man group and just end the game right here and right now.
Yeah, what do you think Jakarta Juggernaut should do? I mean, if they do have another game.
Well, they're a fairly inexperienced team. I believe the Indonesian server is one of the younger servers actually in the world, so they haven't really had that much experience in LoL in general. So they really just need to take this opportunity to develop and come back next and just take what they've learned this season and just adapt it to their play and just come back next GPL season stronger than ever.
Yeah.
As there's a lot of room for improvement. I do see a lot of potential, especially with that game 1. I saw a lot of potential in this Jakarta Juggernaut team. Mechanically, it's there. Like, they have the mechanics to compete against teams like Saigon Jokers. However, it just comes down to the macro play and decision making.
Yeah, great cast from Twitch. A flash will be used. A Chaos Storm will be unleashed just to damage the members of Jakarta Juggernauts, but that won't do much. It will just be a disengage for them. Grabe. Yeah, just take it into experience. Move on to the next game. Try to adapt to what the teams are showing right now. The strongest teams. Saigon Jokers is one of the strongest teams in the GPL right now.
Yeah, I believe this is the former SF5 roster right there, and
yeah, 2 members.
Yeah, so last season they were very dominant. This season, let's see if they can perform really well.
Yeah, and they're just sort of slowing the game for us. Itong Saigon Jokers, and
yeah, they're in no rush really. They have a really good late game scaling comp, and they're in the driver's seat right now.
Oh,
ooh, here comes Engage.
They're actually trying something. They know Hecarim is there. They want to catch the Vayne, but it's just too far.
Yeah, so
all they can do right now is try to defend, shove lanes. But right now, with hopefully, no, if ever they do play safely and Saigon Jokers takes their time, they're not rushing to finish the game, does Jakarta Juggernaut have a chance at this?
Realistically, I don't really think so.
No,
the late game scaling coming in from Saigon Jokers is just like too strong.
Painful.
And
yeah, right. I mean, Vayne, Sivir, oh man, pairing non will get damaged.
Like,
don't recall there.
Yeah, like the last 4 fights, I believe, have been a 4v5 scenario or like a 3v5 scenario. So Jakarta Juggernauts, like, ideally the best way to come back to this game would be getting picks like that. However, it's not enough.
That was not a good cast to throw. That actually pulled everyone nearer to you and will eliminate the Sivir. Very effortless na. They could, yeah.
Yeah, this should be an inhibitor. This should be an inhibitor now. 5v3 with a, what is that, a really huge gold lead.
Oops. A lot of righteous glories being thrown out, and then they think, oh, it's a bad idea, never mind. But they get caught out instead. They get counter-engaged by Saigon Jokers. That's the 3rd dragon for them. 1 Baron. And Safety actually just tank it. I don't care. We're going to finish the game. They're not. They are?
Just waiting for the next minion wave. However, it looks like they are instead backing off. They probably do have quite a bit of gold to spend. There's no objectives. Baron is still far ways off. The buffs aren't up really soon aside from that blue buff. So I guess they're just going to look to buy those items and complete their builds.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vayne is actually the one that picked up the Banner of Command, really. I thought that was a Thresh the entire time, but taking a closer inspection at the builds,
That's 2 banner of commands.
Oh, okay. So going for adding style points to their builds, really making this one a more memorable game.
Check it out. Twudge enters into the fray. Body slams, casks will be activated, will be unleashed rather. And here comes a fight from everyone. Azuse will try to get onto the back line. Very, very painful now, Saigon Jokers. Minas, no one is bothering you. I'm gonna land a couple of silver balls onto you. That'll be a double kill. And
that
just
should be
like
game.
that. Yeah.
Ace.
Ace, yo. Wow. Oh, very overwhelming.
Yeah, 18-3-7. There's not really much to say. Just really dominant performance from Minas in both games. First game, he had a really great Ezreal game. This time, showing how good he is at Vayne right now. And
it all started with the first blood of the Vayne.
That was a really questionable flash E coming in from Dom Perignon. And Kurot had a pretty good game for a sub. He had a really good performance right there.
Yes, as the the tower dive was actually a beautiful execution from him. Almost died, but yung first tower dive, but the second one was very clean. And after 28 minutes, 35-9, kill score on the board. Saigon Jokers dominates both games, and that'll be a victory for them.
Yeah, so GG, well played to Saigon Jokers. They have actually beaten every single member in their group bracket 2-0, which will put them comfortably at the very top, and they will be moving on to the next phase of the Garena Premier League right there. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. So once again, we mentioned how good Minas had of a game right there. 19-3-7, 15.7k gold. And on the other hand, Dom Perignon didn't really have the greatest games right there. 1-11, not the greatest score, and he had a lot of questionable decision making. Yeah,
but he was better off with the Thresh.
Yeah, his Thresh was definitely impressive. However, the Nautilus not so much.
Yeah, different play style. So what are we gonna have for the next game? For the
next game, we might potentially have a tiebreaker depending on the result of the Zotac versus Thirsty Chinchilla game that's going on at the same time.
Yes.
If Zotac and Thirsty Chinchillas manage to go for a 1-1, they will be tied in terms of points, and they will have a tiebreaker to determine who's going to take the second seed and move on to the next stage.
Alright, so we will keep you guys updated if there is going to be a tiebreaker, if it's going to be a 1-1 between Thirsty Chinchillas versus Zotac United. So once again, we will reintroduce ourselves before leaving you guys. I am GS Riku.
And I'm GS Sneak.
So see you guys later.